So today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going through our outstanding offer. So in other words, the outstanding offer that I have created for you. So what we're going to do then, without further ado, let's get started, and I'm going to share with you my screen. Okay, then, this is our outstanding offer. Now, if you want to see this in more detail, what you have to do is go to your browser and type offer.icandor.net. Now, the first thing that we do when we craft an offer for you, an outstanding, complete no-brainer of an offer, is that we're going to build with you for your niche-focused avatar, for not one of your niche-focused avatars, not two, but three of your niche or your niche-focused avatars. And this is the avatar assessment form, which you will fill in. We'll send that to you by email. And then you fill this in as much detail as possible. And you do this 3 times. So what is going to be the outcome is going to be you're going to get more than 1,000 leads for Avatar 1, more than 1,000 leads for Avatar 2, and more than 1,000 leads for Avatar 3. Now, for each of these leads, they're going to have a LinkedIn active company profile. What does that mean? It means that the lead has been active, has made at least one post or one comment in the past 30 days on LinkedIn. And they will also have a Facebook company profile for their Facebook business page for their company. They will also have a company email. No MSNs, iCloud.coms, gmail.com, google.com, anything like that, because those email suffixes belong to Google, to Apple, to Microsoft, etc. What these will be is these will be domains, email addresses, for example, yourbusiness.com. And then the email address will be something like John or Bob or Trish at yourbusiness.com. And then their cell phone number. So we're going to be armed with each of these 4 pieces of information. Otherwise, this is not going to be a valid lead. What we're going to do is we're going to get them quite simply from LinkedIn Sales Navigator, so the LinkedIn Premium tool. Now remember, this is not just a quality lead gen system. This is what so many people get confused with. This is so much more. Yes, at the beginning, we start off with these quality scored leads, but it's what we do with them. We imbue these leads with meaning. And this is the most important part that you have to understand. So we've now got our outstanding offer, and we've now got our 1,000 leads for each one of our 3 avatars. In other words, our ideal targeted prospects. And now what we're going to do is we're going to apply a number of different proven marketing strategies. They're to get these leads and to convert these leads, to begin the process of converting these leads into high ticket clients. So what we do is we attack, and I use attack in air quotes, by land, by sea, and by air. So how do we do this via these marketing strategies? So again, let's go back to the screen and find out. So what we do, very simply, is we attack, and I use attack in huge air quotes, by land, by sea, and by air. And what do I mean by this? Well, I mean by land, let's take land to represent LinkedIn, where we're going to reach out via the DMs, the direct messages, and the video content marketing. And then C, I mean here, trust-based video emails and SMS marketing. In other words, these funnel-based sequences, which we're going to use for relentless follow-up. And then by air, I mean that we're going to go out there on Facebook and we're going to use some paid ads and some organic video marketing. Now remember, because this is where it starts to all become very, very exciting. Are you ready? Repeat these 5 things to yourself every day. They are so important. Each and every day, I repeat these things to myself. I've got them pinned. I've got them stuck in a Post-it note just above my bed. And what I do is I ask myself every single day, how many offers have I made today? How many times have I been rejected today? Embrace rejection. Challenge rejection. Make love to rejection. But set yourself daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly rejection goals and wait till you see what happens. Incorporate this into your daily routine. What I do is I get up, I meditate, I wake up, I meditate, I do my focus count, and then I get straight into work. But I get straight into the top priority work, and the top priority work is those offers. And this is what my VAs, my virtual assistants, do for me each and every single day of the week. They do it Monday to Friday, and then I take over at the weekend to make sure it's all automated and it's all going out so that everything is coming in. And then what we do is on Monday, we do a focus sprint where we all get together in a collective huddle, and then we discuss the outstanding results that we've got. But wait, there's more. Now, this is my VAs, my virtual assistants daily checklist. Every day, what they do at the beginning of work, the task number one, they check the replies, any replies from 100 offers that have been sent out the previous day. This is done via the LinkedIn direct messaging automation tool that we use, and we'll talk to you about that in one moment. Task number two, we send 100 offers through our email automation software. So we use Kartra, but then we integrate it with one of those email providers. You can use MailChimp, Sendinblue, anything like that. And then what we do in task number three is we check the Facebook reach through the paid ads. Now, this is a very, very, very good question and a very important one too. What do you think will happen if you send religiously every single day of every single week of every single month for the next 90 days? What do you think will happen if you send out 100 automated messages on LinkedIn, on the DMs, on the direct messages? What do you think will happen if you send out 100 targeted emails to your list? In other words, to those people who have signed up to some of these events on LinkedIn, to some of these events on Facebook. And what do you think will happen if you've got a reach of more than 100 leads every single day inside Facebook? So if you said, people will say horrible things to me, I'm going to get rejected, or even my messages, my emails, my direct messages will get blocked, then you know what? You are absolutely right. People will say horrible things to you. There's no point in sugarcoating this. People will reject you. People will turn you down. Even people within your close-knit groups will turn you down. And your messages will get blocked. But you know what? Those people were never, ever going to be useful to you anyway. And you know what else? Remember, you cannot make an omelette without breaking eggs. Now think about that for a second. You cannot make an omelette without breaking eggs. It's impossible. But, and this is a huge but, and this is something that I want each and every one of you to write down, because I do promise you this most solemnly. If you do this consistently, if you send out 100 DMs every day, if you send out 100 emails every day, if you send out those Facebook ads that have got a reach of more than 100 per day for a 90-day period, you will succeed. I promise you this, because what we're doing is over this process, we're listening to feedback. We're listening to all of those no's. We're listening to all of those rejections, and we're tweaking, we're refining, we're honing, we're perfecting our offer. And at the beginning, your offer might suck. It might suck eggs. I'm just telling you this straight up. But what will happen is we will get better, and we will get better, and we will get better, and we will get better. And then eventually, with the law of numbers, you will succeed. You will succeed. Now, the pre-requirements. Now, this is very, very, very important. We cannot skip the pre-requirements, because otherwise what this does is this just ends up in a bunch of leads that have not been imbued with meaning. And all I ask there as these pre-requirements is that you have at least 2 years professional coaching experience, that you have an offer, apart from please, 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 please book a call with me phone a call, make a call, whatever, without expressing the benefits. That alone is not an outstanding offer. That you have a list. Maybe your list is inside your phone. Maybe your list is inside your Google account. Maybe your list is inside some LinkedIn or Facebook or X or Twitter or whatever they're calling itself this week group. And then the bonus. Now, this is not essential because we have it on our side, but that you have a LinkedIn Premium, that you have a LinkedIn Sales Navigator account, because it does make things much, much, much simpler. And believe you me, it pays for itself many times over when implemented and used correctly. And plus, a lot of patience. Believe you me, this is a proven system. It has failed only once so far, but it is not a get-rich-quick scheme. So if you're interested in a get-rich-quick scheme, you're in the wrong place. Believe you me, this is a get-rich very, very slowly scheme. Plus, you need to be willing to invest at least 3 to 3.5 minutes of your valuable time to take our quiz, because we cannot work with everybody. This is the thing that I always like to stress. We just don't have the capacity. We don't have the resources. So we can only take on 16 outstanding coaches every single quarter. So what we have to do is we have to be very selective of who we take on. So if you think that you've got what it takes, then you do have to do our 3 to 3.5 minute quiz. Now, will this work for me? This is perhaps one of the most asked questions that we get asked day in, day out. We get asked this question about 20 or 30, sometimes even close to the weekends. We get asked it about 100 times a day. It really does depend. That's the answer, very honestly and very truly. It really does depend. Now, what does it depend on? It depends on, you see, success is a two-way street. What we have to do is you have to furnish us with the requirements. You have to furnish us with the type of competitor analysis that we'll do together. You have to furnish us with as much information that you have about the leads. And we will have to go through these list of requirements there so that we want this to be successful. Because believe you me, whenever you see this offer, you will understand why. Will this work for me? Now, this is the fine print, so please read this carefully with me. This offer is for a 13-month minimum period. There's no maximum, and the contract renews yearly unless it's cancelled. You can cancel any time there by sending us an email before the end of the 13th month. So you can cancel any time after, but not during, obviously, because this takes a lot of time to set up. And then what we have to do is we have to let it run. We have to let it run, but don't worry, it's fully guaranteed. We're going to go through that in a moment. You have until the time it takes the AI, the artificial intelligence, to reach the predefined targets to decide. We'll go through those targets in a moment. You must provide all of the requirements. If you're a member of any of those coaching networks, for example, Be Connected, High Performance Coaching, the Coaching Network, the Find the Coaches, Action Coach, Value Builder Framework, any of those ones, please provide us with the requirements, the branding, style guidelines, all of those things in advance. We might already have them because we've worked with several people, several coaches from those different coaching frameworks. So please provide us with what you like, your branding, your styles, your logos, etc., etc., etc. Okay? Don't worry, we'll go through this all in the checklist if we are an excellent fit to work together. Because, full disclosure, we cannot take on everybody. There are 9 meetings. If you're lucky enough to be chosen as one of our clients, there are 9 meetings. These are weekly webinars to attend. And then there are also the individual meetings. And these, the weekly webinars are live every Wednesday during Q1, Q2, and Q4. During Q3, you'll be able to watch the recordings there from Q2. So don't worry, they will be all recent and up to date. But during Q3, we like to have some holidays there with our families. So we're away, but we are contactable. There is a prepayment to be made there because we do have to pay for these AI tools and platforms we're using for this. And you see, a lot of people are asking me, oh, can't you just give us the leads? If I just give you the leads, then what happens is you haven't got a process. You haven't got these standard operating procedures, and then they're just a bunch of leads. And what are you going to do with them? They're going to occupy digital dust on your hard drive. And that's not a conducive solution to anybody. So what I'm saying to you is that it's much better if we imbue this process with meaning and we invest there are these few dollars there that we need to into these AI tools and platforms. Because believe you me, if I had any hair left on my head, I would have pulled it out the amount of times there that we got it wrong. But we tested, we refined, we tested again, we tested some more until we got it and it worked. And then we did it again and again it worked and again it worked. Now, full disclosure, it didn't work for one time, and we are completely honest about this. We'll go through this in a moment. And remember, point number 7, this is a fully guaranteed solution. It's all backed up by what we call our super duper titanium plated one conditional guarantee. Please read the one condition very carefully, because the one condition basically states that you have to do the work there that we assign to you. Okay? So even if this is a low risk, done for you, fully guaranteed offer, whenever we ask you to do something, for example, to record a short video for us, we'll give you the script. Don't worry. Whenever we ask you to fill in parts of an exercise, for example, the avatar assessment form, we expect you to fill that in to the best of your ability, to think about it before you send it back to us. And then, because once we put those details into the system, and once the AI starts generating us these leads, these valuable leads, we don't want to find out, oh no, we have to go back to the drawing board because we've forgotten some information. So always take these forms, fill them out, think about it, go away, have a cup of tea, have a cup of coffee, and then come back and then think, if that's what you're happy with, then let's go with that. Now, are you ready for the best part? This is the best part of this offer. And believe you me, I was talking with one of my colleagues earlier, just before recording this video, and this offer has to be so good that it keeps the owners awake at night. And believe you me, some of these nights when we were crafting this offer, oh my goodness, we couldn't sleep because we were so excited about it. Now wait till you see what I'm about to reveal to you on this screen. Really exciting. This is the best part. This is what makes this a complete no-brainer of an offer. Because you see, what is fundamentally important to understand here is that we're not going to ask for our payment, for our success fee, until and only until we have achieved success for you and got these quality, scored, engaged, confirmed leads to book into your calendar. Now, whenever we do get these leads confirmed, we will confirm, a member of my team or myself, we will actually phone these people up on the details that they've provided and just make sure that we will take them through a short questionnaire just to make sure that these are people that fit, that would be an excellent fit to work with you and your coaching business. So payment option 1, this is the 50-50 option. And again, if you type in offer.icandor.net, you'll see all of this written down. Now, payment option 1 is where we take 50%, yes, 50% of all online sales that we generate together. So this doesn't affect your existing business, but anything there that we do online here together for the next 13 months. And that is unacceptable to some, which is why we also have payment option number 2. Now, this we only do quarterly, half yearly, or yearly. And we currently charge $4,000 per month. But, and this is a big but again, at the moment, currently at this moment, and currently on this page, now we have a very special offer. Now, to avail of this offer, what you have to do, if you're watching this video on YouTube, you have to click the link immediately at the top of the comments, immediately underneath this video. And what this will do is this will take you over to our page, our sales page. And you will see exactly the same video. And then underneath this video on the sales page, where I'm pointing down to now, you will see the payment options. And then this is for the prepayment. And then you can choose one of these payment options when we achieve success for you. Okay? Because for the moment, you see, we have a very, very special offer. And this is our very special offer. Let's have a look at this. It's really, really nice. We've got the IC quarterly. This is the quarterly option. So you only pay 10,000 US dollars for a 3-month period. So you save yourself 2,000 US dollars. Or you can choose the 6-monthly option, and this is where you pay 20,000 US dollars. So you save yourself $4,000. Or you could take the yearly option, which costs $40,000. So you save yourself $8,000. An incredible option. Okay. No, but please note, because we like to be fully transparent about this, every single quarter of every single year, we raise our prices by at least 10%, at least 10%, sometimes more. But what we do is we raise our prices in multiples of 10%. Okay? So this is probably the last time that you're going to see this offer on this page. So if I were you, what I would do is I would click on the link immediately below, the payment link, and click the link at the top of the comments if you're watching this on YouTube. And if you're watching this inside the sales page, then click on the payment option immediately below this video. Okay? And then it will take you through this. There's no upsells. All it will do, it will take you through it, and either it will charge you only for the prepayment, or it will charge you for the payment option 1, or it will charge you for the payment option 2. Okay? Right then, let's go on to the targets. So the targets, these are the sales targets, the number of people, the number of qualified, scored, active, engaged, enthusiastic leads that, remember, myself or a member of my team have actually contacted and made sure that they're bona fide, that they're willing to do the questionnaire, they do the questionnaire, so they've jumped through all of these hoops, let's say, and then what we have to do is we have to quantify these in terms of numbers. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to reach, in the first 30 days, the magic number of 20. Okay? And I'll show you why there. So I'll share my screen with you and I'll show you how these numbers are broken down. Now remember, this is very important, so I'm going to say this 2 times at least. You have until the target is met in full to decide. And then the small print, if we meet the target and you haven't decided before then we automatically agree and we'll send you a written agreement to this effect that we have now signed up for option 1, where we're going to take 50% of all of your online sales for the next 13 months. So believe you me, if if I were you, I would get in there quick and then probably move over to option 2. It's the much more preferred option. Okay, now our objective is to hit our target of 20 points. Now, how are we going to calculate those 20 points? Well, let's say there perhaps you have an LTO. What's an LTO? An LTO is a low ticket offer. This could be anything up to $999. And then for the first 30-day period, if we assign ourselves 1 point for each of your low ticket offers, if you've got a low ticket offer, that is, some people don't, some people only have the high ticket offer, then we will assign ourselves 1 point for each one. So then it's fair that we have to get 20 of these confirmed into your booking calendar. So that's 20 points. And then for a medium ticket offer, we assign ourselves 4 points. So to get 20 points, then we would have to get 5 of them. That's anything up to $2,000. If it goes above $2,000 but less than $3,000, we give ourselves, this is a high ticket offer, so we give ourselves 7 points for each one of these. So this makes up 3. So if we get 3 of those, then we've just slightly exceeded the target of 20 points. And then some of our customers over in California have got an ultra high ticket offer where their prices start at $10,000. So we only have to get 1 of those booked into the calendar, 1 person there that's seriously interested, active, engaged, and then we will get our 20 points for that, because that's there's a lot more work involved in getting this 20-point client from the ultra high ticket offer than there is for any of the others. For example, the low ticket offer is usually the least friction, and then that's why we only give ourselves 1 point. Okay, so I hope that's made it clear there, because this is how we define our targets. And remember, this is for the targets booked into your booking calendar and confirmed by either myself or a member of my team. So in other words, we reach out to them either by SMS, by WhatsApp, or by phone, or by their text messaging. Okay? So by one of those methods, and then we wait to get a response. And if we don't get a response, then we put it in the system. We call them back, call them back, call them back, and then we ask them. We invite them to take part in the quiz there that we prepare together. So we prepare a quiz in what is it? Week in week number 3. Okay, that was me counting on my fingers. And then remember, as I said before, you have until the target is met in full to decide. Very important. Now, the prepayment. Now, this is very, very, very important, people, because I always get asked so many questions about this. Can we skip this part? Can we avoid this part? But I've already got this and I've already got this. This is very, very important. We do not know the history of your email accounts. We do not know the history of your domain. Perhaps you did something accidentally and it accidentally got itself on a prohibited list or a restricted list. We don't know that. And you don't know that more often than not. So it's always better to assume the inevitable, the worst. We don't know the history. So what we always do is we like to put safety first, and we always like to protect your primary domain, and we like to create a secondary domain, and we like to create some warmed up email address. Now, what's a warmed up email address? A warmed up email address is one where we have used the limitless power of the AI to warm up and to make sure that the majority of your email addresses, of your emails that we're going to be sending, are going to these people's inbox, their cherished, their protected inbox, and not their spam folder or not their promotional tab. Okay? That's very, very important. Because remember, whenever you're sending these people valuable, 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 valuable information, we're going to be making these ultra friendly, ultra valuable, providing some hot tips as to the type of coaching blind spots that you're helping to resolve. Okay, so this is very important. Now, we cannot skimp here, because if we skimp, if we try to avoid paying for these things, if I just simply give you a bunch of leads, this will provide no value to you. This will provide no value to you. This will provide zero value. Okay, so this is very, very, very important. This is very, very important because a lot of people get confused with this. The prepayment cannot be avoided, because if we avoid the prepayment, then we are skimping on the success that this system has been proven to achieve. So the prepayment. Now, we're fully transparent about this. We are about to reveal the exact tools that we use, that I use in my business, and that I recommend that you, each and every one of you, use in yours, so that you can see that there are no shenanigans, an Irish word for nonsense, going on. And you see, I'm looking for each and every one of you to invest this prepayment into a low risk, done for you, fully guaranteed, outstanding offer. Now, some of you have asked me, is it possible to share this? Yes, it's possible. If you go to, let's say, 2 of your friends, and then what you could have is you could have one avatar apiece, and then we could all put this into the one system, as long as there's one person there that is responsible for this from your side. Then yes, of course, we could share this. So that's one way there, perhaps, to lessen this cost. But remember, you all have to agree on your side, okay? So this is important. And remember, this is what we're trying to invest in. So we're going to invest this into a low risk, done for you, fully guaranteed, outstanding offer. Now, these are all of the tools that we're going to be investing in. Now, these prices are approximate, because remember, these are the prices that we're paying to these people. Now, you can go to these websites and you can see the prices are correct as of late October 2024. Okay, but these prices, obviously, they're the prices that we have to pay to them. So these are the prices then that they're charging. We're not making any money on this. So Instantly.ai, they charge approximately $100 per month, US. For Buzz, for the LinkedIn automation, they charge approximately $129 per month. For Synthesia.ai, It has been spelled correctly. I've checked it a few times now because some of you asked me, has that been spelled incorrectly? And this costs approximately $89 per month. And what this does is this gives us all of the little shorts from the videos that we have created, these trust videos that we will create together when you become a paying client. Okay, and remember, we do all of this, they're for free at the beginning from our side, and we only ask you for the payment, the prepayment, from your side to pay for these tools that are listed on the screen. For school.com, for the building of these online interactive communities, again powered by the AI, and this costs approximately $97 a month. And then the SSL certificate plus the secondary domain. And remember, the purpose of this is to protect your primary domain. Now, this costs approximately $150 per annum. You only have to pay this once. Okay? Then the 3 pre-warmed Google Workspace accounts. This costs $30 per month. So this is for 3 of them. So in other words, they cost approximately $10 each. Okay? And these have been pre-warmed up. They're not cold. They're pre-warmed up. And they've all got a satisfaction rating between 92 to 98%. Can you imagine that you've got a 92 or a 98% chance of landing into somebody's cherished, protected inbox? Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing for cold email. Wow. This is what I call lukewarm email sending, lukewarm email marketing. And then finally, now this is really important. Now, can you use your own funnel automation software? Yes, of course you can. But I would recommend this one primarily because of the text there that is written in pink letters. And this is the Rainmaker AI. And believe you me, people, this really makes a difference because the Rainmaker.ai, what I like about it the most is that it is intelligent enough to ask for the sale once we set it up. Now, remember, the major benefit of this is that we set all of this up for you. We configure it according to the best practices out there, completely free of charge. All we ask you for is the prepayment to pay those platforms for the tools that we're going to be using. And the major benefits of this are that you will save yourself hundreds of hours of time, and think what that is worth alone. Like, what is the cost of your time? So you're going to be saving yourself lots of headaches, lots of frustration, lots of getting this wrong, because believe you me, if we could write a book, it would not be a book, it would be an encyclopedia as to the amount of times, the number of times that we got this wrong. And we're talking about you're saving thousands, literally thousands and thousands of dollars in savings. Because if you were to go out there onto Fiverr or to Upwork or to any of these platforms and then ask the people to come along and to set this up for you, they will charge you literally a huge amount of money to set up this whole system. But because we've done it so many times, then we can replicate it. We've got the checklist, the VAs have got the checklists. And remember, the ultimate benefit from this is that what we're allowing you to do is we're allowing you to get the first decent night's sleep, true sleep, deep, 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 beautiful sleep, knowing that we've safely got you and your coaching business in the safest hands possible. Okay? You're talking like goalkeeper hands if you're talking about football from over here in Europe, or soccer, as you people call it, over in North America. Plus, remember, this system, when configured properly by us according to the best practices, believe you me, because we've spoken numerous times to each of these platforms, for example, Instantly, Buzz, Synthesia, Rainmaker, School, everybody. We have annoyed them with so many questions, but what we've done is we've noted down every single answer that they've given us, every single best practice, and we've practiced and practiced and practiced. But the major benefit of this is that this system is now intelligent enough. In other words, the AI, once we feed it with a little bit of data from both our sides, it's intelligent enough to ask for the sale. And remember, it works for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 and a quarter days a year. I mean, honestly, can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? A system powered by one, two, three, four different AI platforms. Instantly AI for the email, Buzz.ai for the LinkedIn automation, Then we've got Synthesia.ai for making the short forms of the videos. And then we've got Rainmaker.ai, this chatbot that is intelligent enough. Once we program it with all of your frequently asked questions, it's intelligent enough to ask for the sale. This is truly phenomenal. Truly phenomenal. Really, really, really. We're living at one of the best times there in our lives. And the chances there to get the perfect type of clients, paying exactly the type of money that you are happy, that you are more than happy with in paying. This is the best time in our lives. Can you imagine that? Remember, we will have set up the system. The system will be configured according to best practices from each one of the support departments of these platforms. And believe you me, some of these things we just stumbled on by chance. And these people were equally as surprised as us when we were getting these incredible results. But now from week 6 onwards, we're going to be introducing the paid ad strategy. Okay? Only from week 6 onwards. So don't worry, it doesn't happen at the beginning. And we're going to be asking you for a total budget of between $200 to $800 US. Now, what happens is for the first 2 days, for the first 48 hours, we do this, we let it run a few minutes after midnight to get the maximum bang for your buck for 5 ads. Let's count them. 5 ads for a 2-day period. So we're going to be spending $200 for the first 2 days. And then we're going to be examining all of the metrics and we're going to be selecting the top performing ad. Now we're going to leave this one switched on if and only if it's producing a high enough yield return, okay, in terms of leads. So in terms of leads, and not only leads, but quality scored leads, like people who are genuine, people who are genuinely enthused, they're genuinely excited about the prospect of being able to turn up and to have one of these valuable one-on-one discovery sessions with you, the coach. Okay, so it's very, very important. So that's what we're asking for here. And remember, this gets paid to Mr. Mark Zuckerberg and to Facebook. Okay, but if it's not performing a high enough yield return, we'll switch even the top performing ad off temporarily. And then remember, everything is backed up by our super duper titanium plated one conditional guarantee. Now remember the one condition. You do have to do the things that we assign to you. For example, the videos, we'll give you the video scripts. There are the avatar assessment forms, the different things like that. You do have to fill them in to the best of your ability. Think about it, go away, have a cup of tea, have a cup of coffee and come back to it and then see if you're happy. Now, we guarantee you that we will hit our target of 20 points or more within the first 30 to 42 days. And then we will scale as required according to the numbers there that you need, to the numbers there that you can handle. Because, for example, if you don't have a group coaching program, then we have to think about how many high-ticket one-to-one clients you can have. But if you do have a group coaching program, then obviously then we can also advertise for those people. Okay? And we can also think about the principles of automation, etc., etc. Now, if we fail, we continue to work for free until our target quota has been met. And now, by the way, to be completely transparent and honest, this has only happened once when we failed. And this was with a guy from England in the United Kingdom, and his name was Johnny Rose. And we tried everything. We really tried everything. We tried everything with the videos. We tried everything with the emails. We tried everything and we were not getting any traction whatsoever. And we didn't know it at that time, Mr. Dum Dum here, me. I didn't know that what we were using was a medically reserved keyword because honestly, full disclosure, I didn't have any idea what that was. And we were using a medically reserved keyword relating to the pandemic and relating to the big C, the letter C. I suppose you should do it like that on the video camera. So we weren't allowed to do that. And we didn't know it. We genuinely didn't know it. So we contacted this person and we were trying and trying and trying. And we must have been trying for about 42 days. And then we were so close to giving up, we just really had it. And we offered this person a refund. And the person said to us, okay, well, you've been genuine, you've been honest. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll go double or nothing. double or nothing. So in other words, what he did was he gave us two of his coaching services that he wanted to rank for, to do the email marketing for. So we get two. We get two projects, and then he said if we're successful, then he will obviously pay us 2 times the amount of money. So we were lucky there, because the second time and the third time around, we were not using these medically reserved keywords, and the projects were very, very, very successful, I'm happy to say. But full disclosure, because this has not happened only once, okay? So we always like to be transparent about that, because we see everybody on Instagram, on Facebook, on X and LinkedIn, etc., talking about how wonderful and how perfect and how excellent their product is. But very, very few people will tell you, especially the so-called marketing gurus, very few people will tell you about the number of times that they messed up. Okay? And basically I've got a number of videos there before I started doing this, working with the coaches. I've got numerous other videos there where I'm very transparent about this, where I've lost for some companies millions and millions of euros and dollars there from their, let's say, mistakes, very expensive mistakes. And I'm very, very transparent and very honest about this. So in terms of this program, the one that I'm talking to you now about, this has failed only once, okay? So I'd like to be just completely transparent and honest with you about this, because so many people that you see online, it really annoys me. They don't tell about the times that they haven't been successful. And I think that's very important. And when we succeed, what will happen is we establish and we will define together ongoing targets, so that once we reach these targets, then you either pay our success fee, option 1, in other words, the 50-50 option, or we can agree on option 2. But remember, we must decide this before this target, okay? Because once you've got your 3 high-ticket offer leads in there, booked into your calendar, confirmed by us on the phone, then the time is up. The time is too late. And then what we will do is we will automatically move to option 1, 50-50, for the next 13 months. And then a lot of people are very, I don't want, once they see the money coming in, then they're a bit reluctant to part with the 50%. Remember, it's 50% of revenue, okay? So remember that for all of these online sales that we generate together. This has been me. My name is Paul PG Mac, and what I'm going to be doing in the next videos is I'm going to be going through the different strategies that we use in this iCandor, this 8-step iCandor, this complete add to sale system. Remember, it's much, 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 much more than just a quality scored lead generation system. It's the full Monty. It's the full package. So I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. This is me, Paul PG Mac, saying peace out, bye for now, and see you in the next video.